everyone, it's Jill. I really wanted to do this special experiment with you. I was really inspired by my niece who did this at her house while she's at home. And we're going to do something with an explosion. What explodes in nature. If you haven't guessed it, we're going to do a homemade volcano. And here is what you will need. We'll need a plastic cup. A red plastic cup. We'll need some water. This will depend on how big your cup is, and I'll explain. We'll need 3 to 4 tablespoons of baking soda, and I have my tablespoon right here. And I'll need a teaspoon of dish soap, so I have that on hand. And I'll need 1/2 to 2 ounces of washable paint, and I'll use 1/2 ounce, which is a tablespoon. It's important to use washable paint because I was reading that if we use food coloring or a dye, it might stain your fingers. So washable paint is a good choice. So those were our base ingredients. Our last ingredient is a vinegar, or acid. So let's get started to make this big chemical reaction. Alright, so I'll place this here in case you want to look at the ingredients. So I'm doing this indoors. I have a pan here. I recommend having a place to catch what's going to explode out of the cup, or you could do this outside, maybe in your yard, over some dirt, gravel, in a sandbox, depending on what you have. But if you're in a gravel or sandbox, you can put the cup inside, kind of make your own volcano, and place it inside the sand or gravel. That would be really fun. All right, so we're gonna put the cup in the middle, and we're going to get our base ingredients ready. So we're going to fill this cup with some water 2/3 of the way. So I would say 2/3 is probably right there. So you might not be able to see this, but I can eyeball it. Still keep on going, still keep on going. I think that's about 2/3. Yeah, okay. We have 2/3 of water. What else do we need? 3 to 4 tablespoons of baking soda. So I will put maybe 3. I'm going to actually open this container up. So I can really get in there. Okay. So we have here's 1 tablespoon. And here's 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to use 1 more. It's really tricky to level it out. There we go. And we have our 3 tablespoons. There we go. What else do we need? We need a teaspoon of dish soap. So I'm going to use my little teaspoon here. Thankfully I have a pump, so it's a lot easier. Alright, so there's my teaspoon of dish soap, and while that's spilling into that cup, I'm going to put 1/2 ounce of washable paint. So I choose green. It is one of my favorite colors. So I'll just put a tablespoon, 1/2 ounce. There we go. Ooh, look at that. All right. Put that on the side. So I'm gonna put this paint inside, and I'm going to mix it all together. So this is our base. So to recap, this is what we have. We have our water, we have our baking soda, we have our dish soap, And we have our paint to make it fun. Add some color to our lava. Okay, this is looking good. You see that? It looks like it's mixed really well. So I'm going to put that right there. And then last but not least, this is the fun part. We're gonna add our vinegar. So we need 1 cup. I have some vinegar in there already from a bottle that's now empty. I'm gonna use a little bit of this to make it actually 1 cup. Pour that in carefully. Okay. So before I add this in, I'm going to get Riley because I'm sure she would love to see this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I have Riley with me, my experiment helper. All right, so we are going to add the last ingredient to make this really cool chemical reaction, vinegar. Riley, are you ready? We're going to pour the vinegar in. Ah. Okay, I'm going to do this slowly and see what happens. Whoa, oh, I see it bubbling. Woo! How fun is that? I wonder if it's going to overflow over the pan. We'll see. What happens if I add a little bit more? This was 1 cup, remember? Oh, it's gonna spill down so much. Whoa! Get all the bubbles fizzing out. That's so awesome. Kind of reminds me of, you want to touch it and mix it? It kind of reminds me of like a really yummy dessert or something, or like a cupcake. Do you want to touch it, Riley? We'll see. But that was really fun. Maybe, I'm sure this is something you could do at home. Super easy. I see that the foam is actually going down. So the bubbles are popping all in there. Do you want to touch it? Whoa! Is it a foamy? All right, well, glad you can watch this experiment, our homemade volcano with us. Hopefully you can try this at home. It's a super fun, easy experiment. And I'll talk to you soon. Let me know how it goes. Bye. Wanna say bye? Hey, so before ending the video, I wanted to share some details. You probably have some questions about how baking soda and vinegar and all those ingredients mix up and create the foam that comes out of the cup or our homemade volcano. So baking soda was our base. We had other ingredients there, but the main ingredient base was the baking soda. And when it reacts with vinegar, which is our acid, when they react together, they exchange something called atoms. And then it has this bubbly fizz reaction. And when the baking soda and vinegar mix together, it releases H2O, which is water, and carbon dioxide gas. So carbon dioxide is kind of, you know, when you drink a fizzy drink and you see the bubbles rising to the top, that's carbon dioxide in those bubbles, and it creates that fizz that bubbles up. And so when the baking soda and vinegar mix together, that's how you saw the water and carbon dioxide being filling up the red cup, and it was spilling out everywhere. So that's the reaction, the chemical reaction that you saw there. If you liked that experiment that I did with you, please let me know if you try it out for yourself, or if something different happens for you. Maybe you have a different outcome. But anyway, that was fun, and I will talk to you later and see you later for some more fun activities. Take care.